Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com.
Is it permitted to own or benefit from Kitniyus or Kitniyus products during Pesach for Ashkenazim who avoid eating Kitniyus? I have a leftover bag of raw corn, raw buckwheat, raw rice. Can I leave it in my fridge or my cabinet, or must it be sold to the guy? Can I leave it in my fridge or freezer? May I use a Kitniyus-based oil for lighting candles? And in some years in Eretz Yisrael, we have a very interesting question in which it is asked, can I purchase hummus and tchina and other dips that are Kitniyus before or during Chol HaMoed, keep it in my fridge, in order to eat on the Shabbos that directly follows the last day of Pesach? And as in Eretz Yisrael, occasionally it ends up, as in year 5779, that the last day, seventh day of Pesach, is Friday, and the day afterwards is Shabbos, which is no longer Pesach in Eretz Yisrael. So they want to know, can they eat these hummus dips on Shabbos and buy it and keep it in the fridge during Chol HaMoed Pesach? So to begin, let's just give a general introduction to the concept of the Ashkenazic prohibition of Kitniyus. Everyone is in agreement, halacha l'maisa, that Kitniyus is not chametz and can never become chametz, as only the 5 grains of wheat, barley, rice, spelt, and oats can possibly become chametz when mixed with water and staying through the leavening process, as explicitly recorded in the Gemara in Pesachim and in the Shulchanaruch chapter 453 without argument. And even though in the Gemara of Yochanan ben Nuri argues and says that rice is chametz, we do not rule that way at all. Not Sfardim, not Ashkenazim, nobody. So then what's wrong with Kitniyus for Ashkenazim? Ashkenazim in their provinces took upon themselves to avoid and abstain from Kitniyus products due to a variety of reasons recorded in the Poskim. And the general common denominator of all the reasons recorded is that they were afraid of a mix-up happening. If you allow people to eat Kitniyus, they'll come to eat the 5 grains which are chametz. So to keep things simple and avoid confusion and problems, Ashkenazic jury accepted the custom of prohibiting the consumption of Kitniyus and Kitniyus products over Pesach. Although the basis of this prohibition is a minhag, it's a very severe minhag. A person may not, who is of Ashkenazi jury, swerve from this custom, and some very severe words and punishments are recorded in the earlier Poskim and Rishonim for one who belittles this custom if he is of Ashkenazic jury. So now that we've cleared that out of the way, let's now discuss our question: what about benefiting and owning the product? I'm not going to eat it, I follow the minhag. But is there a minhag regarding also not owning it and benefiting from it? So although there is obvious logic to imply and apply the prohibition of Kitniyus for Ashkenazim, not just to eating but also to owning and benefiting, as just like you can't eat chametz, you can't benefit and own chametz, and therefore so too, if we're afraid of confusion, let's prohibit everything for Kitniyus, also owning and also benefiting, because you may come to do that for chametz. Nonetheless, practically, the Trumas Hadeshin G'dayli Rishonei Ashkenaz in a Tshuva 113 states that the Ashkenazi custom never adapted a prohibition to the point of forbidding even owning and benefiting. And therefore, even according to the Ashkenazi custom, it is permitted to own Kitniyus and benefit from Kitniyus without eating it during Pesach. This ruling of the Trumas Hadeshin is recorded in the Ramah in the Shulchanaruch chapter 453 halacha 1 and in the Alter Rebbe Shulchanaruch 453 halacha 5, and so is recorded in all the Achreinim without debate, and so is halacha l'maisa, the ruling that owning and benefiting from Kitniyus is mutter on Pesach. And therefore, regarding the question, may one use Kitniyus oil for lighting candles, not only is it mutter to use Kitniyus oils for lighting candles, as you're just benefiting from it and not owning it, but these candles may even be lit on the eating table, where you're eating your matzah kosher for Pesach foods. And we don't suspect that maybe some Kitniyus oil will fall into your food, as even if it does, it's nullified a majority, as its whole prohibition is only a minhag. So rules the Alter Rebbe there in 453.5. Likewise, an Ashkenazi store owner, he owns a makolet, is allowed to sell Kitniyus products on Pesach. If they are kosher for Pesach, he can sell to Sfardim, give himself Ashkenazim who want to store it in their home. And thus, all of the packages of dry grains of corn, buckwheat, rice, and the like are not included in the sale to the guy and do not have to be sold to the guy and do not have to be placed in the designated closets of sold to the guy products. You can leave it in your regular cabinet, and you can even leave it in your fridge, close it up in a bag. You can leave it there over Pesach. Furthermore, adds the Alter Rebbe a further chiddush novelty which isn't explicit in other poskim. Even cooked kitniyus, a tafshil of kitniyus, is permitted to be owned over Pesach, and thus based on this you are allowed to purchase tchina and chumus that's kosher for Pesach for Sfardim during Chol HaMoed, or beforehand leave it in your fridge for the sake of eating on the Shabbos after the last day of Pesach in Eretz Yisrael, or stam, you live in Chutz La'aretz and you love chumus, you want to have chumus for your Matzeh Pesach meal, so you're allowed to buy it kosher for Pesach during Pesach and leave it there. Now, although some have suggested and asked that perhaps in Eretz Yisrael, since the chumus is not allowed to be eaten on Friday, which is Shvi Shel Pesach, therefore would be muktzah on the Shabbos after, due to being muktzah bein hashmashas, practically we do not rule this way, as is negated by the vast majority of poskim, including clear rulings from various areas of the Alter Rebbe Shulchanaruchharav, that the kitniyus is not considered muktzah, and it's not muktzah on Shabbos after Pesach, and therefore halacha l'maisa, it's permitted for those in Eretz Yisrael to purchase kitniyus kosher for Pesach products during Chol HaMoed and enjoy them on the Shabbos that follows directly after Achron Shel Pesach.
Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at Shulchanaruchharav.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.